Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I was taking the boys for a little walk. We got the worst case scenario here, kind of, which is we had a snowfall, which you guys see in previous videos, and then immediately after, like that evening, a ton of rain, and then it flash freezed overnight. So the whole road coming in to camp is nothing but a bottle of ice, the whole road. And now we're getting forecast for snow again on top of that. So you put some snow on top of this ice on the road and we're gonna have a pretty crappy road, to be completely honest. Check it out, this is just up from camp. Look at this, this is all ice. You got patches where it's kind of like ice and dirt mixed together. And this is just like pure ice here. It's like a skating rink. And the whole road going out is like that. So it makes for a really crappy scenario for getting in and out of here. Especially if you throw some snow down on top of this, right? And it just makes it even slipperier to try and get out of here. Even just getting up to the, like just trying to walk here, I'm slipping and sliding everywhere. Trying to get up the driveway to the camp. The truck couldn't do it in two-wheel drive, so I had to put it in four-wheel drive. I was able to get in here. I was able to get down the road today in two-wheel drive, but that's just creeping and taking my time. Like there's no hills on this road getting into camp, so I don't have to worry about that. The only kind of hill is like out at the end of the road when you're going onto the highway. There's a little bit of a hill there, but that's not much of a hill. So we'll probably be dealing with this for a little bit, because looking at the forecast, it's we've got cold temperatures this weekend with some snow. Whoa, I almost wiped out. With some snow, and again I almost wiped out. We got cold temperatures this weekend with some snow, and then it's going to warm back up again. And it's like, I was just looking at it, I think it's sometime next week, we're supposed to get rain again. And then it's supposed to drop in temperature again. So it's weird, like the weather forecast is really weird. And this temperature that's coming up, well, the cold that's coming up this weekend is abnormal for this time of year here. It shouldn't be that cold right now. So, but hopefully it all works out. I don't really have to go anywhere this weekend, except to maybe to go get some more firewood. Beacon, come, stay close. I wanted to do that this weekend, and I'll end up working on the shed this weekend. Yeah, other than that, it's cold here today. Like, well, it's 0, -1, -2 kind of thing. These guys are loving their walk. Rusty's had a bad back paw the past week or so, and I've got to try and get him into a vet and get that checked out. I just went and picked him up some medicine from, well, I don't know, they call it dog, I guess it's some sort of dog medicine. It's like hip and bone and joint kind of medication, and put it in his food, and bought them some raw chicken, try and get some raw proteins into them, some bones. But yeah, I get some proteins in them and stuff. It's a back leg He's been having problems with it. I think it was probably 3 weeks ago, I think. He having the same thing in his leg, and I don't know if it's from him like laying on the floor, because he has a tendency of just laying on the floor instead of like laying on the couch or coming up into bed. Like maybe it's from laying on the hard floor or whatnot. Maybe it's just sore from that. I don't know. Don't run around too much, Rusty. You gotta rest your leg, okay? You gotta rest your paw. I should probably see if I can get him a cheap bed, dog bed. You be careful, you don't hurt your paw running around this ice. Get him a cheap dog bed or just make him sleep on the couch. It's like he'll get up on the couch for a little bit and he'll lay down and nap or whatever, and then he gets up and goes and lays on the floor. It's like I don't know, he must like it because it's cooler. Probably. We should have brought our skates, huh, puppy? We could have skated down this road, right? Yeah, we could have. No, I'm not throwing stick. I'm not throwing stick. You're no running. You just walk. No running, okay? You just walk. Take your time and walk. I'll get better, okay? I've heard these dogs are prone for getting hip problems, so no running. Walk. So I'm hoping that's not what's wrong with him. He's only a year old, yeah. Like, sure hope he's not having hip problems at a year. Ah, play nice. Don't slip and fall down. Oh, I'm gonna slip and fall down. I'm gonna try and get over here where it's a little more traction. Yeah, so the wind has picked up too over the past couple of days, so that's made the camper feel a little bit colder than what it should have. And I think a lot of that's got to do with the fact that I don't have any insulation board around that skirting, around the bottom of it, like foam board. So that's, I gotta try and get that done. I'm gonna try and get that done this week if I can. Or this weekend if I can. So I put some foam board around there to block the wind a lot more from going in there. I thought about maybe just doing like OSB sheets, like just cutting them and putting them around around there too as well. Deacon, come, stay close. Come. Yeah, just putting them on top of that bubble wrap insulation. Fasten them in somehow, just to help stop some more draft. I think most of the draft is coming around where the stairs is and stuff like that. So I might actually fold those stairs up and put them away, and around the bottom of it too is where the draft's coming in. Yeah, I'll fold those stairs up, put them away, and then I'm going to build a set of stairs just to put there. Then those don't have to be stuck out because the material, like the bubble wrap, goes up underneath them and it's all cut and there's gaps and everything around it, so that's not helping either. So I think we'll try and deal with that too. This is a creek that comes across the road, and then dumps into the bigger creek, which is behind our camp. This is the creek behind our camp. It's just way higher now than what it was then. Like, it's so much higher. Wow. You see in previous videos that this was like super low, and now like it's probably 4 or 5 feet deep now. I wonder if there's fish in this. Should try fishing it one day. Yeah, there might be a fish or two in here. Look at that wolf. Look at that wolf. So handsome. Don't get a pause wet. We're gonna get cold. Big bear. Come on. Oh. Yeah, so it's the holidays is coming up, but I'll be back on the road again, handing out cards, looking for more work. So it's a constant battle to find enough work to keep you going. Just repetitive, like going, right? Hopefully we do. Still lots that we need to do at camp, and we need money for that, so I hope that happens. I don't think the ground's already like frozen. I don't think I'm gonna get an excavator in here before there's anytime soon, I should say, to clear the spot for the wood shed, and to clear the spot where the cabin's gonna go. I don't think that's gonna happen now, especially, you know, the ground's already frozen up, so I think that window of opportunity might be gone. I mean, if I get the funds for it and I have the money in my pocket ready to go, then I will contact the excavator operator and see if it is a possibility, or if it's possible to do it like this time of year or not, right? Because if it is, then and I have the funds, I would just go ahead and do it, because then I could start potentially building on the cabin throughout the winter, which would be cool. Because once I get off the ground, get the foundation off the ground, then it doesn't matter if it snows or whatever, right? It's just getting materials in here at that point, and we could just keep building on that. I think the shed is going to have to happen, but it's going to have to happen on top of the ground. I'm going to put it on skids so that in the spring I can hook up to it with the excavator and pull it out of the way, and then clear the ground. Whoa, almost went down. And scrape the ground level, and then pull the shed back onto the level of ground, right? So I think that's what's going to happen, because I really need to keep going on the project. So I think that's how we'll do that. Beacon, come! It's gone up there in tree line somewhere. Oh no, it's right there. I didn't see you, buddy. So yeah, I think that's what will happen with that. For now, the truck is good after it sucked $6,000 out of me. So as long as I can keep making payments on the truck and pay my insurance and stuff, then the truck is fine. I don't really have many other things to pay besides that, besides, you know, liability insurance for the business, and phone bill, and, you know, just the normal stuff, groceries and stuff. But so by doing this and coming to this camp and setting it up this way, I'm technically saving myself. What was I paying? $1,300. I was paying $1,300 a month, $1,380 I believe, for a one-bedroom apartment in Halifax, which is really cheap. Come. So I was paying that, plus I was paying the storage fees for my storage bin, which was, what was that thing? It was 8 by 20, I believe it was. So I was using that for business storage, like storing all the stuff that's in my shed right now, right? So I'm probably saving myself a good, probably 17,000 per year. And probably more than that if I'd done the math on it. I'm doing it right off the top of my head, but yeah, so basically it's $2,000 a month times 12 months. That's a lot of money, right? I'm saving by living out here off grid and growing the YouTube channel at the same time. So I see it as a win-win, really. Right? What is that? That looks like some sort of big bird. What is that, guys? Does that not look like a big bird track? Watch out, B. Oh. Right there. There. That looks like a bird track to me. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Kind of looks like bird tracks. Must have been yesterday or yesterday evening when it stomped across the road while it was raining or something. Getting in and out of here is going to be a worry, I think. Especially if this base stays on the road. If we continue to have ice on this base and then we get a bunch of snow on top of it, that's going to make for really crappy road conditions trying to get out of here. So, trying to figure out in my head now, how do I counteract that? Because if I have to we have to go anywhere, you almost need chains on your tires, right? We'll see how bad it's going to be, but I'm just imagining cold, powdery, sugary snow on top of ice, and that's just going to be a nightmare. So maybe we'll get some Beacon, come! Maybe we'll get some warmer temperatures and it'll dry it up. That's the thing, it needs to dry it up. That was a nice swamp in here. All that rain we've had. It's basically a swamp in there. Look at that. The ditch there. The other side, the road. Yeah, so I might have to invest in some chains for the truck and see if that'll help. I'm sure they will help, but it's not very far from camp to the road, so it's like for the amount of time you need them on for, it's not very long, right? And I don't have a snow machine yet or an ATV, which would be ideal because I could just park the truck out in the front area and then use the ATV or snow machine to commute, right? I could snowshoe back and forth the road too, but that's going to get old real quick if you got to go, you know, especially if you got to drag tools anywhere to do a job or anything. That's going to get old quick. But won't have much choice. I'll have to do whatever I got to do for the winter to make it work. So it's going to require some creative thinking on my part, I think, which is okay. I don't mind that. As long as there's work and we're making money, we'll survive. That's the way I see it. We will survive. I will survive. That is the biggest thing. Is working and making money. Because if I make enough money, then I can just go and buy a cheap ATV or a snow machine to get in and out the road. That'll solve that problem, right? And I won't be riding anything fancy unless I get a sponsorship from Skidoo. You know who you are. For a snow machine or an ATV, which would be great because I'd like to have a snow machine for the other reason of obviously getting wood throughout the winter, right? So it'd be nice to get a sponsorship, do some product testing on the machine and see if it can pull some wood. I was gonna custom build a sled for it, like same type of sled that my dad used to have back when we were kids. He would use for towing wood. He had an old 300 Olympic. I don't know if you guys remember that sled, but pretty sure that was a 79 Olympic with the point system and everything in it. I remember when I was a kid, he bought it for the intent of like helping him during the wintertime to pull wood out, right? But all I wanted to do as a kid is just go ride the bloody thing. So I remember me being out there at like 7, 8 years old, pulling and pulling on this 300 Olympic to try and get it running. God, I must have pulled my guts out trying to get that thing running. And finally it started one day and I got to take it for a ride. That was funny. But that old 300 Olympic, man, would pull a bunch of wood. My dad, he liked to build things. He was a carpenter and fisherman, so he could build a lot of stuff. He would build boats, houses. He built my house up around me when I was a kid, when I was a baby, by himself. He built the church, built a bunch of churches in Newfoundland. He built the church in Main Harbor. A few other churches too as well. Boats, he would build boat. He built his own boat in the basement of our house when I was a kid. His own fishing boat. So he was a good carpenter. Built cabinets and all that kind of stuff himself. But my whole family was carpenters. My Uncle Max and we all have the carpenter gene, I think you call it. I call it the Mason Carpenter gene. Because my Uncle Max, he used to make all kinds of toys out of wood. He would make like toy airplanes and like 747s and stuff like that, and ships and all kinds of stuff. He just loved carpentry. And my dad's the same way, like he loves making that kind of stuff too now. My Uncle Eugene, I believe my Uncle Eugene is an electrical diesel engineer. I think he's retired. I'm not 100% sure if he's retired or not, but he's still out in Alberta working away. Well, I think he's retired. But yeah, all our family's been carpenters and doing the carpentry thing. And so it just comes kind of natural to me to do carpentry. Rusty wants nothing more than for me to throw that stick there. But I won't. Not until his paw is better. Kind of don't want to take him too far either, just in case it aggravates it more. But it might actually be helping him. stretch it out, you know what I mean? Get the muscles moving. That medicine might be kicking in too, so that might help them. I don't know if they call it medicine. It's like a family company. I bought it at Walmart. And it's like a hip and joint liquid. It's in a bottle. It says it's 100% guaranteed to work, so we'll see. Hopefully it does work. The truck is pretty heavy and 4x4. She'll ride along smooth on top of this ice as long as you don't give her a lot of gas or anything. Whoa! I'm serious. I should have brought skates. It would have been easier. Would have been much easier. Total slide. That was like a 15-foot slide. Whoa. Whoa. Well, got a wind is in our face now on the way back, so a little chillier. A little bit fur. A little bit fur on the fish. What's up, Paul? Ready? Is it getting some exercise? Okay, don't be bouncing. No bouncing. The forecast is saying minus 11 overnight on, that's tonight. Yeah, that's tonight, minus 11. So, whoa, the daytime temperature will climb back up again. Now, when I looked at the forecast last week, like a couple of days ago, it said minus 15 tonight, overnight. But you can definitely feel that the temperature is pulling down. Definitely getting colder. The wind is what makes it cold, right? So we need to create a better windbreak underneath that skirting on that camper. You know how I have the bubble wrap comes down and it laps out onto the ground? Well, there's a lot of wind getting underneath that section too, right? Because there's nothing holding down that flap, technically. My theory was that snow would just hold it down, then it would freeze, then we wouldn't have to put anything there, right? But we don't have enough snow to make that work, so. I'm not sure what I should do about that. During the summer, I should have got like just or before we got snow and stuff, I should have got a couple of buckets of sand and just walked around and dumped some sand on that to hold it down. And then it could have snowed and like froze and it would have held down anyway, but it would have been better. But I know if I put like OSB, if I cut OSB sheets, freaking shit's so expensive now. The last OSB sheets I bought were like $39 a freaking sheet. That's crazy. So, don't really want to use OSB. But might have to. You have to rip them into 2-foot sections, right? So you'll get 2 lengths. So one, 2, 3. Probably need 4 sheets to go around that. 4, maybe 5 sheets in total. But is it worth it to do that, or just go and get myself some 1 or 2 inch sheets, which are the same price as the OSB, probably even a little cheaper, and cut those guys, because they're 4x8 sheets of that too, right? So I could cut that in half and then crawl underneath the fifth wheel and insulate the skirting from underneath in there. And that should stop the drafts at that point, right? That would be good too. Oh, look at this, guys. Check that. That's a big ass deer, isn't it? Yeah. That looks like a deer to me. Deer hoof. Looks a big one too. Big old buck. Looks like it came across this way. Step there. 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 Right there. Right here. Look at that. What do you guys think? Was it a buck? That was yesterday, for sure. Or last night, in the evening. It's half big though. Isn't it? How big is that? I put my finger up against it for scale. It's about 4 or 5 inches by 2 inches, roughly. Yes, looks like a good sized animal. Looks like a buck. Might be a buck. I guess one got away. That's a nice thing about the winter time is it's easy to track animals. Look, went across here too, a different one. Looks like smaller tracks. That looks like 2 hoofs together, right there. 2 hoofs together. This looks like a small one. That may have been a deer. Yeah, that may have been a doe. But they went into there, up onto that property. Come. Oh, good lord. Yeah, buy some ice skates. Whoa. Starting to lose some light. Looks like there's lots of light on camera, but if you're here in real life, it doesn't seem like a lot of light at all. So I think tomorrow morning I'll get up bright and early while she's still nice and cold out. Get the blood moving, you know. Get us a coffee made and a brew, and head out into the backcountry and go get some more wood. Probably have to bring my axe with me to beat on some wood because it's going to be frozen to the ground or frozen to wherever. Because now that I think about it, because of all this ice, there's lots of hills up in that particular area where I go to get my spring water, where you've seen me collecting wood in previous videos. That road's gonna be like a glass bottle right now. Some rabbit tracks right there. Yeah, that road's gonna be crazy, like super icy. So I mean, climbing those hills, yeah, I don't know if I want to go in there right now because of that. Luckily, the spot where we get spring water is on the lower portion of it, but right after that it's just all hill climbing up. I don't want to drive up it. If I had chains on it, yeah, I would, no problem. But there is wood down here that we can get, and I know where we can get it on this road. There's some big spruce that we can get, and there's my dogs. Is that you boys? Can't tell. There's some more tracks here. But there's some big spruce down here, and my neighbor, just up the road, he told me there were some big trees down on his property that I could have, so I might go check that out. Anything that's falling over it. So that'll be fun tomorrow. Probably see some grouse and stuff. Whoa. Lots of those around here, man. There's tons of grouse. Probably feed myself on grouse if I had a gun. I have a pellet gun with a scope, but it'll probably be enough to take down a grouse, but or a rabbit, something like that. But I don't have like a 22 or any kind of 12 gauge or anything like that. Which I want to get my FAC to be able to have a gun, at least have it there, you know, just in case I want to take up hunting or something one day. You never know, right? I really like archery, like crossbows and bows and stuff like that. So for probably 2 years I've been looking at a Raven crossbow because they're just wicked. They're so cool. Man, I love watching videos on the Raven crossbow for a long time. I'd really like to have one of those. Let me get your stick ready. Look, there's your stick. Yeah, I forgot it. So I'd like to have one of those. I'd have to go to Cabela's in Dartmouth and pick one up. They have one in a display case in there. They're so expensive. Like $1,800 just for a crossbow. They have cheaper ones in there, but the Raven, the one I really like is pricey. Whoa. I think it'd be fun. I think if you're gonna hunt, a bow or a crossbow is like one of the best ways to do it because it's so silent. And you're not packing around heavy guns and bullets and all that stuff. And those crossbows are super light nowadays. Super light. Better hurt a bike. Look at that. It looks totally creepy, eh? Beacon, come. Stay on the road. I can't whistle right now. Beacon, come. It's starting to become dusk, buddy. You can't go up there. There could be coyotes. Whoa, God. How many times in this video have I almost wiped out? Really quite a few. I haven't heard those coyotes around in quite a while, so probably a month or more now. So hopefully they've moved on. Hey! No! Is that a little rabbit? Is that a baby rabbit, guys? If you guys know what that is, leave it in the comments. It looks like it might be a baby rabbit to me. Some more paw prints there. Some kind of animal. I'm not sure what that is. In the wintertime, I leave my dogs' nails, I leave them long so that they have grip in snow and ice. You'll hear their nails scratching and digging into the ice. He can come. Just give them grip. Summertime, their nails don't need to be long, but I think it's beneficial to them in the wintertime to have longer nails. Whoa! Oh, good Lord. I'm destined to break my back today, or a hip or something. Come on, boys. Seeing lots of baby rabbit tracks. Climb this hill now. Icy hill. Oh, very icy. Maybe I'll get some ice cleats from her boots. Canadian Tire or something. Oh, very icy. Maybe I'll get some ice cleats from her boots. Canadian Tire or something. Just had to stop and let nature take its course. Like Rusty had to do the same. Huh? Did you go pee? I seen up in Oxford today, the lake in the local town there's frozen solid. Wonder how deep it is, or how thick the ice is. I mean, that's sure a nice where that lake is situated in the town of Oxford is pretty cool, because it's right across from the Tim Hortons and the local gas station there. So if they wanted to, if it got cold enough where the ice is nice and safe, they could turn that whole lake into an outdoor ice rink for ice skating and stuff like that. It'd be really cool around Christmas time and stuff to get, you know, locals out there skating on the ice, doing ice skating and stuff like that. That'd be sweet. I bet you people would come from all over just to go and skate there, do night skating. Put some lights on there. That's what they do out in Alberta. They put up lights and everything. People are out there ice fishing. And, you know, they're out there skating on the lake and snowmobiling and everything. And they have like hot dog stands and hot chocolate stands and all that kind of stuff out there for people. They make it a tourist attraction, right? I mean, I think a lot of people don't realize the potential in outdoor winter activities. Like, I know some people do, but I find there's a lot of people that don't. They think, oh, cold, stay inside, you know, instead of, oh, it's cold, it's snowing, let's go out and play. Right? Oh, this spot is nice and icy. Very, very icy. Whoa! Oh, that was close. I almost bit the dirt. Alright guys, well, we're getting close to camp now, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great weekend.